Okay, I know I said I wasn't gonna make any more rants and commentaries, but this one has been driving me crazy, so I gotta get it off my chest. I'm going to talk about the current events in the Archie Sonic series, mainly from issue 230 to what's been going on recently. And there's been a lot of stuff that's been going on lately. Robotnik unleashes the Death Egg Mark II, Operation Clean Sweep, which does have a purpose, trapped in an alternate dimension for a while, sending the world back to normal. Sally sacrifices herself and gets roboticized again. Nagus takes the crown, and now Antoine has been brutally damaged from Metal Sonic. So, what do I think of it? Well, it's dark, but it's getting pretty good. It's been a while since Robotnik had a victory ever since the death of Knothole. It's mainly been Sonic winning and Robotnik losing in the past. Robotnik had very few victories, but not that much. But ever since issue 230 and so forth, the bloody fanbrats have been ranting and raging to no end about this stuff. First, let's get this whole Mega Sally stuff out of the way, because it's one of the things that people won't shut up about. And I find it interesting that no one brings up the fact that Sally was roboticized before, during the times of the original Robotnik. But no one's complaining about that, because that only lasted for one issue, while this one lasts even longer. And people are just bouncing off the walls on this subject, like B.W. Roses. He refused to read the comics unless Sally is de-roboticized. So yeah, he doesn't care of what anything happens in the story, he just wants to see Sally back to normal. And then there's Game Boy Sage. Not much to say about him, just another bloody fanbrat who's always ranting and raving about the Archie Sonic series. And to think I used to be interested in his artwork. But I'm liking this. It's real intense on how Robotnik is trying to take full control over her now that she's been roboticized again. He even gave her an upgrade and implanted a power ring inside her to make sure she will obey. It's better seeing Robotnik do this kind of stuff and not try and build some stupid amusement park like he does in the games. But they are all too impatient, and now they made this stupid club on DeviantArt called the Anti-Mecha Sally Club, the home for people who hate Mecha Sally and are too impatient to see how this will all work out in the end. And then there's people who say, "Me, this sucks, I'm done with the series for good, me." But they don't know what the word ignoring means, and continue buying them and reading them and so forth, which leads to the whole Sonic 4 drama crap once again. There's also been people complaining about Antoine's, quote, supposed death, even though right now he's in a coma from being brutally injured by Metal Sonic. And if he's still alive, then everyone will shut up about it, but if he dies, then, oh well, no one lives forever. And it's dark but extreme seeing how one of the main characters could die, since we all know Sega never does that in any other Sonic games. Oh sure, there might have been a few like Sonic Next Gen where they killed off Sonic, or Sonic Adventure 2 where they killed off Shadow, but they bring them back from the dead instantly and don't move on and let them stay dead. They just say, well, we kill off a character. Oh wait, this shouldn't happen. Poof! There, he's back. Happy? And although it's just a main character in the Archie Sonic series, they can try and kill off any Sega Sonic characters, which even though it would add more realism in how far they can go with the story, Sega would be really pissed off about it, because they can be real strict on how the Archie Sonic universe works. Another complaint is that people are ranting about Robotnik getting victories recently. So, it's about time he had a victory that lasted longer than just one comic or so, because the whole good wins over evil can get very boring and predictable. Having segments where the bad guys actually win adds a nice twist to the series. And besides, the whole bad guys winning in recent issues in the Archie Sonic comics, this isn't the only time this has happened. This has also happened in other medias where the bad guys actually win. A good example would be Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back. Darth Vader doesn't lose in this one, the good guys don't win, and even though they would win in Return of the Jedi, no one complained about how the good guys didn't win in Empire Strikes Back. There's also been other films where the bad guys don't lose, mainly Memento. There's this bad guy named Leonard Shelby who frames a guy for killing someone, and he's not found out, he doesn't die, he gets away with it. This has also happened in other films like Seven, The Usual Suspects, Primal Fear. They all had certain films where the bad guys won and got away with it. And again, no one's complaining about it. No one's making videos saying, oh, you let the bad guys win in those movies, you must die. Yeah, you don't see any of that. It's mainly because these fanbrats are just too impatient on the Archie Sonic series. But I like how the series is going. It takes time with the story as the issues are split into chapters in each issue, so that they are part of a event or story. Each ending of the issue makes you excited to see what happens next. You can't just have this big story and try to squeeze it all into just one issue, because if they did, the story would be rushed, the artwork would be sloppy, the dialogue wouldn't make sense, and it would turn out to be a comic version of Sonic Next Gen. And what's wrong with the story? It's good, it's been getting more intense on how far they can go with it, and besides, it's not all doom and gloom throughout the series. There will be a moment when Robotnik loses, and we still have Silver, Alice, Liko, Lita, the original Metal Sonic version 2.5, Larry Lynx, and others helping out along the way. So what's wrong with that? Is that too much for ya? Would you rather stick with the same basic overused story plot they have in every Sonic game? Now, I'm sure some of you are thinking, since I've said this a few times in other vids, you think I hate the Sonic games. But no, I like the Sonic games. I just get real tired with its overused story plot. It's always beat Robotnik, save the world, and everyone stays alive, the end. There's just nothing interesting in the series recently. No changes, no surprises, no deaths in the main cast, no villains that are seen more instead of being killed off immediately. Nothing! So to clear things up, I don't hate the Sonic games. I like them, but I'm more into story than gameplay, and I'm getting tired on how every fan of the Sonic games brutally bashes the Archie Sonic series. So bottom line to those impatient people on the series, just wait and see how this will all turn out. Patience is the key. Oy. You would not believe how long it took for me to make this, since all the energy I had making this kind of stuff back then has been drained out of me nowadays. But does this mean I'm going back into making rants again? And the answer is no. No, I'm not. Well, that's it for me. So this is MeltingMan234 signing out.